Good morning all of you. Today we will continue with the chapter pronoun. This is lesson number 4 and today we will discuss types of pronoun. In the earlier video lesson we have discussed about relative pronoun, right? So what was relative pronoun? Relative pronoun is used for what? Is used to start description of a noun. Okay? I have given you an example also. The man who is in the blue coat is my uncle. So first of all you have to identify what is a noun. Noun is what? Uncle. And what is relative pronoun here? Who is in the blue coat? It is what? It is a relative pronoun. Why? Because it is providing more information about noun. Okay, about uncle. So today we will discuss the main relative pronoun. So what are the main relative pronoun? The main relative pronoun are who, whom, which, that and whose. Okay. So these are the main relative pronoun. Okay. So for the first one we will talk about who and whom. So who and whom will be used for people. Okay. Which refers to thing. Which we will use for referring things. That and whose we will use for referring people as well as things both. Okay. Let's take an example for understanding it in a better manner. Who. Who and whom refer to people, means we can use who and whom for talking about people. For example, who are you? Whom, for whom what we can say? For whom we can say that for whom you are taking this cup of tea. Okay, which. For which we can say which is your pen, which is your pencil, which is your bag. Okay. And that and whose refers to people and things both. Means these two relative pronouns can be used for both people also as well as things also. Okay. Means that is my bag. Okay. Now we will talk about interrogative pronoun. First of all we will understand definition of interrogative pronoun. So let's begin. So what is interrogative pronoun all about? Interrogative pronoun represents the nouns that the question is about. They are used to ask questions. The main interrogative pronouns are who, whom, whose, which and what. Okay. So, interrogative pronoun is what? Means interrogative pronouns are always used for asking questions. Okay. Right? So, what are the main interrogative pronoun? The main interrogative pronoun are who, whom, whose, which and what. Okay. For better understanding, let's take an example. For example, who broke the glass? Can you identify what is interrogative pronoun? Yes. Who is what? Who is interrogative pronoun? Because from the word who, we are asking a question that who broke the glass. Second one, whom shall we pay the amount? Whom is what? Again it is an interrogative pronoun because we are asking a question that whom shall we pay the amount. Third one, whose house is that? Whose is again interrogative pronoun because we are asking that whose house is that. Fourth, which is your favorite city? There are so many cities, right? Prayagraj, Delhi, Mumbai. So which is your favorite one? Again, which is what? Which is interrogative pronoun. Okay. Now, what is that? What is again what? It is also a interrogative pronoun because we are asking a question. Is it clear to all of you? So what is interrogative pronoun all about? Whenever we have to ask any question, so that is termed as what? It is termed as interrogative pronoun. Okay. And the main interrogative pronouns are who, whom, whose, which and what. Okay. Now we will talk about demonstrative pronouns. Okay. So there are 4 demonstrative pronouns. What are those 4 demonstrative pronouns? They are this, that, there and those. Okay. These and those. Demonstrative pronouns are used to replace specific people or things that have been previously mentioned or understood from the context. Okay. So, How many types of demonstrative pronouns are there? So there are mainly 4 types of demonstrative pronoun. What are those? Can you name them? Yes. This, that, okay, and these and those. So these are the 4 types of demonstrative pronoun. So why do we use demonstrative pronoun? We always use demonstrative pronoun for what? For replacing specific people or specific things, okay, that have been previously discussed or previously mentioned, okay. Now, each demonstrative pronoun tells us whether it is replacing something singular, whether that thing is close or farther away, okay. So, each demonstrative pronoun tells us what? It tells us whether it is replacing something singular, means whether the thing is replaced as a singular noun or it is a plural noun. First of all, this thing will be clear, and the second most important thing, it will tell us that whether the thing is close to us or it is farther away from us, means it is far away from us, okay. So for better understanding, we will take some examples. So now, this is this and that. This is the first 2 demonstrative pronouns. So first of all, we will understand for which purpose we will use this and that. Okay. This and that replace singular noun. Which type of noun they will replace? They will always replace singular noun. Means all those things, places, people which are singular. Okay. They will be replaced by this and that, okay. Now, this represents something, someone which is close to us, okay. For things which are close to us or for people which are close to us, we will use which type of demonstrative pronoun? We will use this, okay. Example is what? This is very tall. So, this is very tall we have used. So, first of all, what we have understand that this is what? This is a singular noun. Right? And most important thing is that the thing which we are talking about is what? Singular, and it is near us. Okay. So that is why we have used which type of demonstrative pronoun? This. Okay. Now we will talk about that. That represents something, someone which is far away. Okay. Means all the things, all the places, all the people which are far away from us, we will use that demonstrative pronoun for them, okay. Example, you can see that from here, okay. So that is what here? That is demonstrative pronoun. That is my pen, okay. So demonstrative pronoun is clear to all of you. This and that, is it clear? So this is what? This and that, first of all, they will always replace singular noun. Means whenever we have to replace singular noun, we will always use this and that, okay. And this demonstrative pronoun will always be used for representing something, someone which is close to us, okay. And that demonstrative pronoun will always be used for representing something, someone which is far away from us. Is it clear? Okay. Now we will talk about these and those. Okay. Now, these and those replace plural noun. So, these and those demonstrative pronouns are used for replacing plural noun. Means whenever we have to replace plural noun, we will always use these and those. Okay. These represent things, people which are close to us. Okay. Means whenever the things or the people are close to us, we will use these. Okay. For example, these look beautiful. Okay. So this is what? These is what? This is demonstrative pronoun. Why we have used it? Because the thing which we are talking about is close to us. Okay. Now, those. Those is used for what? Those represent things, people which are farther away. Means all the things or the people which are far away from us, for that thing we will use those. Okay. Example, do not paint those pots. Right. You can say this because that pot is what? It is not near us. It is far away from us. So that is why we are using demonstrative pronoun those, that do not paint those pots. Is it clear to all of you? Okay. So have you understand the difference between these four demonstrative pronoun? This and that will always be used for singular noun. These and those will always be used for replacing plural noun. This will be used for what? For something, someone which is close to us. That will be used for what? For something, someone which is far away from us. Similarly, these will be used for what? For things and people which are close to us. And those will be used for what? For representing things and people which are far away from us. Okay? Now, this topic is clear to all of you. Hope you have understand the topic clearly. Thank you.